Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be continuing our Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough. We just wrapped up walking through the swamps. Sunlit Wetlands, I think it's called. And yeah, we're just going to long rest because last episode was a lot of fighting. Both the brothers died. We kind of saved them from the hag, and then they immediately ran into, oh, we're getting the Asterion cutscene. They immediately ran into the little red caps, which still look like sheep. Oh, you don't look good. Okay. Normally I'm upset with him for kind of drinking our blood, but I'm pretty sure we left him on 1 HP and then just kind of dumped him in the camp. So I kind of actually understand him trying to drink our blood. I don't use him very often.
There in the dim firelight, you see him for what he really is. A vampire, a slave to sanguine hunger.
Oh, we're not gonna melee attack him. Normally I would deny him, but like I said, I kind of, feel bad for him considering he looks like that.
Bulls, deer, kobolds, whatever I can get.
I mean, it's still rude. He still could have totally... I guess, how do you start that conversation, though? Like, hey, I'm a vampire, by the way. I kind of need food, so I actually have the energy to go hunt.
A strange sensation courses through you, and your companion's mind unfolds, secrets half revealed.
Yeah, we'll go with, why didn't you tell
I was
me?
sure you'd say no. More likely you'd ram a stake through my ribs. No.
I usually don't let him drink
I needed
my
you to
blood
trust
because,
me.
then you get that bloodless debuff the entire day, which is never very fun.
Because we don't have a choice. Not if we're going to save ourselves from these worms. I need you alive. You need me strong. Please. Only be a taste, I swear. I'll be well, you'll be fine. And everything can go back to normal.
You really don't
Really?
look good, dude. You look really beat up.
Of course. Not one drop more. Let's make ourselves comfortable, shall we?
Alright, fine. You can drink my blood. It's okay.
It's like a shard
Not
of
very
ice into your
pleasant.
neck, a quick, sharp pain that fades to throbbing numbness.
Yeah, I would imagine
Your
that would
breath
not feel
catches,
good.
Pulse quickens.
I don't think we have the persuasion to be able to do this, so yeah, let's definitely, strength push him away. We have plenty of that. Oh wow, a nat 20. Not something I needed to roll a nat 20 on, but I guess I'll take one as it comes around. I'm impressed those sticks are staying up in that fire like that.
My mind is finally clear. I feel strong. I feel happy.
Good. Oh, you look so drunk. I don't like that smile,
Shouldn't
dude.
take long. So many people need killing. Now, if you'll excuse me.
I guess first time he ever fed on a person. Oh, yeah, those don't look good on the side of my neck.
I won't forget it.
Yeah, sure, but you owe me now.
Stalks towards the forest, stronger, more confident, ready to hunt.
I'm not gonna say that to him, I don't think. Like, those sticks are thinner at the top, so technically the ends should be burning first, and then the whole thing should collapse pretty fast. Yeah, it is what it is. Oh, yeah, that's right, you want to talk the day after. Anyone else want to talk? Oh, Scratch. Hello, buddy. I can't talk to you because I don't have the buff, but here, you get lots of loves. All the pets. We the best boy. Oh my god, I look terrifying like this. I've never made a character that looks good petting Scratch. Just the way the shadows fall on your face. They always look horrifying.
Good morning. How do you feel?
I guess I'll just be a little woozy.
Just be glad I'm not a true vampire. A bite from them and you might wake up as a vampire spawn. Like my good self. all of a vampire's hunger, but few of their powers.
Yeah, I guess we'll mock him for standing in the sun. Well, not really mock, but be like, oh, why are you in the sun then if you're a vampire?
I hadn't seen the sun for 200 years before we crashed here.
I guess that does go against everything we know about vampires.
Something wants me alive. They've changed the rules. Standing in the sun, wading through a river, wandering into homes without an invitation. They're all perfectly mundane activities.
Wonder if him mentioning them changing the
As for my other
rules
quirks,
is just supposed to be like a
we can figure those out in time.
foreshadowing for how powerful the
That's my theory.
person or whatever it is that is
I'm just glad you're
or
being
whatever
sensible
magic
about
is
these
infecting the tadpoles.
revelations. I was worried people might turn up with
I'm
torches
not
and
that familiar with the lore of
although there's still time.
the absolute or whatever it is, mind something.
Well, that explains
I know there's a
the
proper
colour.
term for it.
Given
Oh,
our
here comes the
group's
rest of the
nature, I don't
band.
see much
Yeah.
harm. We're
To
each
be fair, we
monsters in
are
the
all
making,
going to
after
be
all.
turning into monsters, aren't we? Oh, Starion didn't look too happy about that. He was like, don't remind me.
Absolutely awful. Keep your distance.
So canonically, his blood actually does taste horrible. You can play as a Starion and bite other people, and
I'm here in the spirit of
Karlach and Gale
openness and
both
honesty.
are
To work together as a
horrific
team.
to bite.
You say all the right
Karlach
words.
burns you and
I'm not so
Gale
sure
does
you mean the
neurotic
right thing.
damage.
Still,
Necrotic
respect the
damage?
decision
Not
that was
neurotic.
There now. We're all friends again. Shall we go? There's a long day ahead of us.
Yes, all friends, totally friends, not just a bunch of people who ended up in a shitty situation together.
If you say so.
Alright, Lae'zel
Just
wants to
don't expect me
talk.
to put all my eggs in the same basket.
What is this gonna be about?
I have a confession. I was too hasty to judge you. I thought you witless.
Oh, of course. Why didn't I see that coming? She always does this to me. She's like the easiest companion to impress, other than Gale. If you just like save 2 children, he's like, you're wonderful. I'm gonna start flirting with you. Lae'zel's like, yes, you draw blood, you murder people. Or like,
Efficient, dominant, courageous. I swear, you would tear the horns off one dragon for plunging into another.
yeah, that is very barbarian coded, isn't it?
Still,
That is totally something I'd probably do. Normally I disagree with her on that, but
alone is enough to make my neck sweat.
my odor alone. Yeah, thanks, Lae'zel. Thanks. Yeah, we'll go with hold on, are you coming on to me?
Isn't it obvious? I want to taste you.
And poor thing looks embarrassed.
Tonight,
But she's still trying to be strong and confident.
but I want it all the same. Do you?
No, I'm okay. I'm flattered. But no. I wasn't planning on romancing you. I think she was my first romance. Yeah, she was my first romance.
I fear
Quite an interesting first romance, considering,
you will wonder
she ended up killing me.
tasted how my fingers on your skin.
Not actually, but, yeah.
I wish you could return to this lost moment.
If you've never romanced her in Act 2, she's like, we must battle as lovers. Alright, let's actually come back around this way. Oh, you know what we never did? I just went through the menu and looked at all of our journals to figure out what to do next. We never actually saved this guy. Yeah, we got rid of the goblins, and then we just kind of left him there. We never actually got him off of the windmill. I also consistently pull the wrong lever on this, so okay, I'm happy that was the right lever. For some reason, I always remember it's release. I'm always like, it's the one I don't think it is.
Cut me loose.
Hello, yeah, we'll just free you. I won't be mean about it. My reward was actually this axe. Because we got this axe from the goblin that put you up there, and this is, like, I think gonna be the best axe for us in the game.
On with it.
Because, like I said, I'm 99% sure that your
Now you're
damage from thrown
That's how
weapons
this works, yes?
gets calculated by the weight of the weapon. And this is by far the heaviest weapon in the game. There were two that were heavier, but they made them in, like, I think by patch 2. They made them completely, like, not usable by us. Which sucks. The Steel Watcher weapon was, like, almost 100 pounds.
Deep gnomes aren't restricted to the Underdark, you know. I've lived in Baldur's Gate for years. I'm in search of a friend. I fear he's in trouble.
Yes, I know you're looking for your friend.
I gave it to him years ago before I left home.
That is honestly a loyal and dedicated friend. He found your... He's like, I gave this to you and I found it bloodied on a lowlife in the lower city, in like a not good place, on a not good person. So he trekked all the way out here
Hopefully I'll pick up his trail from there.
to look for him, because
I always help my
he's
friends.
friend.
On that note, I bid thee farewell.
He seems to be his only friend.
Well,
Which, he's a pretty pleasant person, so I don't know why he only has one friend. The poor thing. I love the way the short races run in this. Alright. Also, I would like to note, because I didn't mention it in the last video, the door is in fact still taking damage. I'm sure you guys see it on the side of the screen popping up, like, pretty consistently. It's just a war of attrition. Neither side's ever gonna win. I do wonder how far that'll follow us. Like, that'll be an interesting experiment to see. Alright. I forgot to Longstrider. It costs us nothing, and it's just a wonderful buff to have. Here you go, and Longstrider for you. It's probably my favorite spell in the game. I know there's technically better spells, but like... Oh, we don't have aid, do we? No, we're not high enough level to have aid. Alright. I guess let's go around and wipe out the rest of the goblins, because we never finished doing that either. And then I think I would like to go into the apothecary shop. And let's go around the back way. So the way I usually handle this fight in honor mode, not that I'm an expert or anything, I've only played through honor mode like 2 or 3 times, none of them have been successful thus far, is I'll put my archer back here. Who's our archer? Oh, it's Lae'zel. I always forget that she's an arcane archer. Honestly, I think she does more damage in melee still. We'll probably need to respec her at one point. But I'll leave Gale and... Oh, I can pick this up and it's not stealing. Yes. Definitely do that. And this one over here too, because this one always gets destroyed and then destroys the ladder. That's never fun for me, getting back down. But she seems to be better in melee, so we'll need to respec her. I think for more dex. I think dexterity is what's used for bows. So I usually start with a sneak attack on this one, because this one's really hard to hit. Because she just hides behind the walls and then just fires arrows at us. Let's do, yeah, the blinding shot. Advantage, 80%, and a miss. Of course, Lae'zel. Okay, let's swap over. Yeah, this is the other thing about this fight, is for some reason, this always happens. Where they only fight the one that's attacking them. We're just gonna yeet you off the roof here. What's the furthest I can throw you? Yeah, over here's fine. And that got us into battle, and Lae'zel's already almost dead. Yeah, let's throw you off the roof too. This is my roof now. I feel like there's another one on this roof. Okay, Shadowheart's in the fight. Alright, Lae'zel. Let's action surge. 55% for a ranged attack. Can we actually hit this? Nice, and blinded. That's pretty good, and we'll heal up and move over here. so we're not standing in the fire anymore. Because that'll keep doing damage to us each turn, and we do not want that. Alright, you're almost dead already. What are you going to do this turn? Oh, just a dash. Isn't this a mage, though? You two, you're a mage. And you're also just dashing, not even towards a ladder. Okay. Ow. Let's rage. And I think that's all we can do, but the rage should at least give us better AC to get through to the next, round. Where's the other one that's up here? Oh, you're up on the other roof. What are you doing up here, dude? Can I shove you off? Yeah, I don't think that's quite off. At least it's down to the lower roof, I think. Yeah, he ended up on the lower roof. That's fine. Let's go take out this one. They have 1 HP left, so Shadowheart should be capable of doing this. Nice. Lae'zel, I will say it is a sad day when Shadowheart is hitting her attacks more often than you are. Like, you know, it's been pretty consistent. Shadowheart's been hitting her swings. Does she have a bonus action? Anything she can do? Not really. Okay. Oh, okay. Just set me on fire and then shove me deeper into the fire. I thought he was going to shove me out of the fire for 1 second. Yeah, sure. Focus on Tav. Ugh. Lae'zel. I'm giving up on you being an archer. I mean, come on, 80% with advantage, and you missed. They had 2 HP. 2 HP left, Lae'zel. You were definitely going to need to get her more dexterity. I don't think you need the strength at all, honestly, for archery. It's still nice to have a little bit for, like, shoving people, but... and mostly for carry weight. Bonus action? Yeah, let's shove you off the roof. Nice. Got rid of that warg. Don't have to worry about that. Let's move back. Just that way we're harder to target. Get you out of the fire. And we need to take this guy down. Let's heal up. Do I just firebolt? You're at full HP. Let's not firebolt. Let's do... yeah, Scorching Ray. All 3 of them on you. Nice, that was a little overkill. But that's perfectly fine. He is dead and that's all we needed. Where's the last dude? Oh, there you are. Alright, let's move over here so we have a clean shot. And let's do Firebolt so we're not really using any... Please hit. Yes. Okay, that was pretty easy. Let's short rest and let's gather everyone up. And then I'm going to loot everything. These guys had... and definitely pick up this barrel. Our carry weight is insane, by the way, with the Giant's Barbarian. Like, look at this. Look at my inventory. It is so full. I was carrying more, and it still wasn't over encumbered. I did send some stuff to Lae'zel to carry. I think I sent a whole row to her. But yeah, it's been pretty easy. I usually play low strength characters. Usually I like prioritize dex or charisma. So it's been very nice having the carry weight. The amount of times I endlessly have to send my food bag to a different companion and take theirs because it's just way too heavy constantly. My current run for myself, I've actually just started sending everything in the food bag straight into the camp container. It works. It pulls from the camp container for the sleeping, so that's a good tip for anyone that has that issue as well. Alright, I looted everything in here. You don't actually need to pass this, by the way, this perception check. You can just find it via that search thing that you can do. And pull it that way. The picture frames, I always pick them up because they sell for a lot more than they weigh. So they're very valuable to have. That's kind of how I always weigh it out, is like, okay, what's this weight of thing versus the value of it? Oh, why did my frame rate just drop so much? I'll take everything in here. Okay, it seems to have fixed itself. I wonder why in here. It's not like there's a lot of stuff in here. I've never had a frame rate. Alright, shovel, my friend. I would like to have you. It's always nice to have an extra... What do I get rid of though? Long strider? Or chromatic orb? No, because I'll use both of them. Chromatic orb especially is so nice to have because it could be a first and second level. So let's do this. I haven't used it yet. Plus we're low on level 2 spell slots. I typically... Ooh, shovel! My favorite.
You recognize the tiny fiend, a quasit.
I love Shovel.
Wicked creatures.
She's the best.
Just as familiars.
Wait, you're not Illy?
No, I am not Illy. She, I think, likes this response. She likes when you sass her. I do wish she had more dialogue.
You're Shovel's master now. Fine.
This is the response she likes.
Slab of beef with nipples. Moo.
So I did learn the spell scroll.
Illy calls me.
Um,
Don't like it.
I think it was 50 gold. But you don't necessarily need to do that. There's certain dialogue options you can take.
So, what first, master? Cutting loads
And she'll actually teach you how to summon her. The only spellcaster she won't do it for is Storm Sorcerer. She, for some reason, hates them.
of bodies.
She's actually, like, horrified of you. And basically asks you not to hurt her.
Book this, book that. He loves
Because my first honor mode attempt, I did Storm Sorcerer / Tempest Cleric, which was a lot of fun. I did pretty well.
awesome.
I got all the way into Act 2 with it. And then I accidentally got by that shambling thing, the giant shadow cursed tree monster thing, and he ended my honor mode run. He was not easy. I didn't realize his legendary action was such a problem. So if you attack these, you don't get surprised. Which is huge before you get your first, before anyone gets alert. Your first feat. Okay, so we already used our action, so can I shove you off? That's not off. Maybe from over here? Because I can shove things pretty far. Oh no, it just won't let me shove you off. Just to the edge. Yeah, let's break this, because I think if we break it, they skip this round.
Got to focus.
Yeah, see, whereas I think if they break it, it doesn't skip the round for them. So let's... Oh, so close. And then let's heal up Lae'zel. Alright, Lae'zel, your turn. We'll try to do the archery thing. You have advantage. And you missed, of course. He was guided bolt. He had guiding bolt on him. And you had a 70% chance of hitting. Yeah, and then she hits that. I'm going to keep forgetting to re-roll her, aren't I? And I'm going to keep having this problem in combat. Alright, firebolt. Because it doesn't take any resources, we'll smack you and then move Gale back this way. And of course he's still getting targeted, that's fine. Yeah, see, like, these guys are breaking and immediately getting a turn. Whereas I think if we're the ones that break the boxes, they skip the round. Alright, let's try to get this guy down. He might have too much HP. 11 damage is pretty solid, though, for this early. Alright, good job, Shovel. Yeah, we can both focus on you. Do I do the necrotic touch? No, I'll wait on all that. Oh, I didn't give her the new mace. One of the maces that you get early on. I think the Morning Star. I'm sorry, Shovel. Just needed to do big AoE damage to everyone. Alright, Gale. Yeah, this should be able to target 2 of you. Okay, that one dude's totally in the circle, but whatever. We'll just put a difficult terrain right there. Set some guys on fire. 7 was quite a big hit. Alright, nice. Everyone's burning. Except us. Which is what makes it nice. And an archer. Alright, so that's all of the boxes broken. So this is all we have to deal with. Whoever's left. Can I kill you this round? No. I'm just gonna shove him this way so at least I can move a little closer to these archers. Can we take someone down with this? I think one of the guys back here has lower HP. Yeah, you. Nice. Alright. That's really good. I don't think we're gonna level up from this fight. I don't think they give us enough XP to do that. Please hit. Oh, she hit for a whole 4 damage. Nice, Lae'zel. Better than nothing. Is it not a complete waste? Oh, that was a crit. 7 damage, that was not a lot. Yeah, I'm so used to having Asterion as a, ranged this early on. I'll use him until we get to like level 4 or 5 and then I'll drop him for Gale, typically. Because by level 4 and 5, the mages unlock better spells that do more damage. Do I have... Oh, there's my healing potions. Alright. Nice. Finally got him down. That's not close enough to you. Why wouldn't let me get any closer on that side? Okay, we'll just go over here. No bonus action. I would love to see if I could shove you down the hole there, but... you cannot heal because of your arrow. So let's just try to get you through this round. Hopefully they just waste their hits on this. We can, however, heal Gale. He could use a little heal. Alright. I think I'm giving up on the arrows. And we're just gonna smack things. Oh, and we're missing that too. Girl, what's going on today? I think we're definitely gonna have to re-roll her after this fight. Let's get away from you, because we don't have any up close and personal spells. And let's get a healing potion in you. And then we can, I guess, just firebolt. Right? Yeah, Chromatic Orb does the... We'll do you, because I can actually kill you this round. Yeah, they're only given 10 XP. Right? Another one down. I love Reckless Attack. It is just so good. We'll jump up here, and I can't do anything else? No, because I use my bonus action to jump. Alright, I am shocked you survived. Let's get you a healing potion, because you really need one. You're on, what, like 1 HP? And then, Yeah, here, you can start smacking this guy, because Lae'zel's not really hitting her. Oh, there we go. Yeah, see, that was double the damage that she did with the bow and arrow. I swear, Barbarian's just so good early game. I mean, you see these 3 trying to take down 1 dude. Meanwhile, I've taken down 3 of them. And they've taken down 1. And yeah, let's heal myself up a little. Thank God we picked up all of those healing potions. Oh, wow. Lae'zel. Lae'zel, come on. Usually you're the one doing all the work. Why is Shadowheart doing it today? I doubt you're not hitting that. I don't think Gale's gonna be hitting it either with Firebolt. No, we need to move closer. Like, how's Shadowheart doing more damage than Lae'zel? She has like half the strength. Alright. Nice. He survived on 1 HP for an entire round. Oh. Well, I'm gonna loot a bunch. And long rest. Or, sorry, short rest. Alright, I'm gonna have Gale speak to the mirror. Because it's better to have high intelligence with this. Or I think high wisdom too is fine.
Primitive contraption, but not without its use.
And to read all the books. So we get this first option because I read... If to the left of the table in this room, there's that table with the A for Zorath or something like that. To the left of it, one of the caskets over there has a book called The Dark Journal. Apparently doesn't do us any good, though. She doesn't believe us that we're... I think it was an elf. I'm assuming it was an elf based on the name.
You recognize the name, of course. Anyone that knows
Oh,
about
I don't think I've ever seen this option before.
powerful lich that rules the land of Thay. He drove many red wizards out of their ancestral home.
Wizard. Actually, he isn't a Zolkir. He rules as High Regent now. I don't think she'll like that, so we're not gonna go with it. I would assume the mirror would dislike that. Okay, and we use the doctor's journal. We do not listen to Shovel. She, in fact, tries to get us killed. I'm pretty sure. I mean, the first option is very sweet, but you typically have to go 2 here. I actually really like that first option, because that would totally be my goal if I was in a, fantasy world, to be like, yeah, I'd want, like, a home and a lover. You know, very, fantasy goals. Well, not just any home, a wizard tower. I'd totally be a wizard. Well, maybe not a wizard, but something along those lines. I don't know if I have quite the intelligence for a wizard. I was only good at math. Did not do good in any other class. Anything else here? No, the books don't tell us anything. There is this scroll. Oh, a featherfall. And you know what? I think there's actually basilisk's oil over here. Yeah. Which we'll definitely be using later. The skeleton.
Best avoid that trap.
So this first plate doesn't matter. It just lights the sconces. I don't think we have anyone with decent dexterity.
Eager for battle.
All of you need to be re-rolled. Okay, let's go re-roll Lae'zel. You see, I did send her some stuff. It is insane what we can carry. We have so much carry weight. Oh, this is one of the unique camps. Isn't this the same one that you go into if you're in the blacksmith's basement? I think it is. Is Withers up here? No, that's just a dead end. That's not a door. I know he's behind a door in here somewhere. This door? Yeah, this... It looks just so black back there. Oh my goodness. Hello, Asterion. Yeah, there he is. Why are your eyes closed?
Thy name has been recorded.
She's like,
Here in thy camp, for whenever thou hast need of my services.
Yes, you'll be here. Just
As
change
thou
my class,
desire.
please. I always forget to talk to him, and then he always goes in these long spiels whenever I go to change classes or revive people. We're definitely putting you on archery, and we're dropping your strength. I think we'll put that into dexterity. Strength, I guess we could leave at 12. Dexterity, definitely max that out. And I think I'm going to put a little bit more into wisdom. Just because I might go 6 arcane archer and then 3 into rogue and 3 into ranger. So this should be a fine stat spread. Because I feel like grabbing the new Ranger Swarm Keeper is just like a really nice way to add more damage to every attack. Plus the ability to teleport or do an extra bonus effect. Like, there's just a lot of benefit to it. So having that little bit of wisdom, that 14 wisdom, I think is perfect. Because I think you need wisdom for some of the roles. Plus, it's nice to have Hunter's Mark. We definitely need the Constitution and Dexterity. So I didn't read these over too extensively. But I was playing around with this class. This is a really good one. Just to reduce their movement. And I do really like the Seeking arrow. And I do really like this Shadow arrow. But I use this the most, the piercing shot, and the one that reduces their movement quite often. Alright. I think that's good. Now let's use you to break in here. I've never used Lazel to lockpick anything. Oh, you get the... Yeah, you get that. Oh, that might actually make her a better lockpicker in the long run than Asterion. Especially if we're throwing Rogue on her. Huh, that's interesting. I always forget that the Githyanki get that. Okay, I need everyone in here. Someone better roll that. Yeah, there we go. Now everyone come back out, because I don't have full faith that this is going to go well. Because we don't have the proficiency and extra bonuses. Oh no, we do have sleight of hand proficiency. Where did we get that from? Her background? No. Her background's soldier.
With no visible keyhole.
This book is very creepy. I'm not a big fan of this book.
You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare,
I mean, it gives you great buffs.
amethyst eyes
I think I might
A cursed book. How obvious.
have Shadowheart read
Whoever
it.
opens it deserves
Because
the
I know
fate
it buffs something with your wisdom.
Curious. Why don't you take a closer look? I'll observe from back here.
Shadowheart, she's like, yeah, take a closer look at it. I just don't want anything to do with it personally. Yeah, I'll take that for now. Alright, and then let's loot. I like these bracers. They're probably I always use them on someone early game. And we'll grab all of our scrolls. And I think that's the only things in here left to loot. Alright, I'm gonna swap out some equipment. We got a lot of, like, better enchanted gear. I put those bracers of defense on me. We gave Gale a shield to kind of help buff his AC, and we gave Lae'zel the Jolt Shooter. Just trying to, because we're still all using our base gear other than my axe, which is not good. For level 3, that's not great. We should be level 4 soon. Alright, let's get to camp. Alright, I still haven't fully decided what classes we're using. I think we're going to keep Gale a Wizard, Lae'zel the Arcane Archer. I'm not sure what to do with Shadowheart. I've had a monk on all of my honor mode playthroughs, but we'll see. I'm going to wrap it up here because this has gone on plenty long enough, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.